Hello friends, I am Champion Mahipal. Today we are going to learn about inheritance. So, inheritance allows creating classes which are derived from other classes. Okay, so if we have created any class and then create another class with the help of the previous class, this is called inheritance. So, why we use inheritance and what are some features we will learn about this. In the inherited classes, inherited class includes members of his parents class plus it can create its own member also. Okay, so it have some additional members other than the members of its parent class. Now we have to learn some terms which will be used in inheritance. First is base class. So what is base class? Base class is a class from which other classes are derived. Okay, so let us suppose we have a class person and another is employee. We have derived the class employee from the class person. So person class is a base class. Base class is also called parent class or super class. Then derived class. The class which is derived from base class is called derived class. So in person and employee class is derived class. So derived class is also called children class or subclass. So some features which makes inheritance popular is it includes reusability. Let us suppose we have created a class and we create another class with the help of that class, which makes the reusability concept. And another thing is that we make a base class more general and the derived class more specific so that it makes us easier to use the concept and create our program or software. Okay, so in general we use person and in specific we use employee. Okay, then types. There are some types of inheritance. First one is single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and hybrid. In single inheritance, only one derived class is derived from single base class. In multi-level inheritance, we have a level of inheritance. First class is derived from one base class and another class is derived from that previously derived class. So this is multi-level inheritance. This is like the buildings. Okay. Then hierarchy. If we derive more than one class from a single base class, then it is hierarchy. Then the hybrid combination of any of these is called hybrid inheritance. So this is about inheritance. Thank you very. Hello friends, I am Champion Mahipal. Today we are going to learn about inheritance with the help of this example. So here I have created one class X, in which I have created one function show X, which shows or prints the X. Okay, so it is just a simple class, and I am now creating another class Y, which is inherited from class X. To inherit any class from another class, you have to use the keyword extends. Okay, extends will extend the class X in Y, means Y becomes the derived class and X becomes the base class. So all the functions and methods which are present in X also get in Y. So in Y I am also creating show Y, which prints Y. So now Y has two methods, one of X and one of Y itself. So I am now creating another class inheritance, in which I have created main function and now I am just creating one object small y of class y. Okay, and giving it the memory by using new operator. Then I am calling y dot show x and y dot show y, but it will call both the methods, show x of class x and show y of class y. As I have inherited y from x, so show x is also present in y. So now let us compile this and run this. I have saved this with inheritance.java, so inheritance.java Java x and y are printed. Okay, so this is about inheritance. Thank you very much. Hello friends, I'm Champion Mahipal. Today we are going to learn about the use of final keyword. So final keyword is used to make any class or any method final. If you make any class as final, then it can't be inherited. And if we make any function or method as final, then this method can't be overridden in its derived class. So here is an example. I have created one class x, in which I have created one function show, which prints the value of x, and I have made this final by using the final keyword. You can make any class as final also by writing the keyword before the class. Okay, then I extend the x in y and inherit the class x. Okay, so I create one class y which is inherited from class x, which overrides the show function. For overriding, you have to just write the same prototype which you have written in its base class. So I am overriding this show function, but as this is final, the compiler should show the error, and in the final class I am creating the object of class y and assigning it the memory and then calling the y dot show. Okay, so now let us try to compile this. Java C and final dot java. It shows the error y cannot override show in x. Overridden method is final, so it shows that final method can't be overridden. And if we remove the final, then what will happen? We save this and then again compiling it compiled it, and then calling this final y is shown. Okay, so this is about final keyword and overriding. Thank you very much. Hello friends, I am Champion Mahipal. Today we are going to learn about super keyword in Java. So why we use super? In inheritance, we can use super to call the constructor or any method of our base class. Okay, so now we are going to learn this with the help of this example. So here I have created one class x. In this I have created one constructor as it has same name with one argument in it. The argument pass is integer type and its name is a. Okay, so what does it do? It passes the value of a to x, which is the member of the class x, and then prints the value of a. Okay, very simple. Then what I am doing now, I am creating class y which is inherited from class x. In the class y I have taken another integer small y, and here I have created one constructor y which takes two integer values, one is a and one is b. So I want to pass the value of a to x and b to y. So how can I do this? One way is to write both these statements again, and another way is to use super. Super should be used just after the curly braces, not after any statement. Super is written first as a first statement in the constructor if it is used. Okay, so here I am passing the a in the super. What it will do, it will go to this constructor and passes this value to this and perform these two statements. So super is used to call the constructor of the base class. Then you can use any other statement what you want. I am just assigning the value of b to y and then printing the value of b. Okay, so now we have two classes, class x and class y. Class x, which initialize the value of x and prints the value, and class y, which is inherited from class x, which prints the value of y. Okay, so now in the main class super, I have created one function main. Here I have created one object y and passing the value of 5 and 10. So 5 will be passed to a and 10 will be passed to b. Okay, so a will call the super and x is what it will print, x is equal to value of a, that is 5. So x is equal to 5, and then b will be passed to y and it will print y is equal to 10. Okay, so now let us try by compiling and running it. I have saved this with super.java. So I am in the directory in which I have saved this. So then java c super.java. Okay, then to run this java super, so here x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 10. Okay, so this is about super keyword in Java. Thank you very much.